All right, we are live in here, and we are going to wait for the first participants to show up. So while we're doing that, I'm going to fiddle around with some settings so I could reacquaint myself with how this all works. And this is something I want to talk about first, which is, of course, just the basics of if you want to advertise something, you should really have a basis to understand why you're going to advertise something. All right, that should be showing everybody now. And we're just waiting for the first people to show up. Again, this was a very quickly made. We gave people 2 hours to decide if they're going to come. This is, again, more for me to test a first run. And we wanted a topic to talk about, so we're going to be choosing advertising. One of my members, Travis, wants to know where he can best advertise his new opportunity. So we're going to talk about that a little bit as well. And we're going to go back to regular screen while we wait for anyone else to sign in. I don't think that one works. I think I got my settings properly, so people can say stuff and I can eject them. So far, I'm still the only person in the... Oh, that's what that is. All right. Let's see what that one does. Pardon me. This is always a fun little app. I like the smooth. Yeah, we'll stay with the smooth. While we are that, get with the program. Quickly see if I... Squiggly. Oh, that's okay. All right. Somebody should be joining us time now. All right. Those and a few get them in. I am going to do a screen share. And leave. No. That's not. Not that one. It's not that one. Where would it be? All right. That's not. So do it the hard way. Add these tabs in a new. Add something in my Firefox. See that in my options. I'm going to try to quickly for them to Internet Explorer browser. So we can take a look at some of these places, both paid and free. All right, because you know, a lot of people have enough money to advertising, and of course to advance and increase your profit margins, you're going to want to be advertising on an increasing basis. Distance. And of course, you can use banners or images, as well as social networking. But today we don't want absolutely everything. I think we're going to try to be simple things we can do for free to, and we are going to do a few things. Could learn how to pay for it, generate cash flow, maintain our habit. Of course, so and yes, when you want to work, and once you've made your choice, you're to focus to get the maximum benefit. And I had another. Where was that? I just had it in mind. Help me to come to me. Probably about a half an hour. Excuse me. Thank you. And let's try. All right. Good stuff. I think we have achieved that balance. All right. Good stuff. All right. So let's talk about the TSU, which is a social hangout, social network, which allows you to paste videos, images, text. There's a large use of hashtags, and you can, of course, post your referral or reference links or domain URLs. And people will comment, like, and share, depending on what they like. And there's a large, it's just a random hodgepodge paste of stuff, but it's a generation of free traffic that hits the search engines, that hits the wide body of membership who wants to use, the social service, like just looking at stuff. And this is a simple social free way of gaining potential random flow through free traffic. Because as people are going through here, you can also use sites like Pinterest. I guess I hadn't logged in yet. Thought I was logged in. Give me a second here. Oh. All right. So as we log in here, Pinterest, of course, is a social network of sorts, I guess, that is dealing with images and pictures that people just want to share. Pardon me for a moment.
Can I go to the mall, Jen? Because she has money for the bus and stuff.
It just scares the crap out of me. I'd rather not. I mean, if there's an aisle there going to take thing, you can get a drive with them. That would be, I don't care if you walk around by yourself, as long as there's some kind of safety factor.
Okay, so it's okay as long as someone drives us there?
I'm responsible, yeah.
Okay.
Pardon me about that. Just had to talk to my daughter for a moment. Young girl wants to go a bit at the mall by herself. And I told her she needed some chaperoning. Okay, so back to talking about getting some generalized free traffic. Pinterest, dealing with images. What you do is you simply post. I'll find one here that I've been using recently. And this is one of them. I had started making some of these free images by myself, just taking quotes out of books and whatnot. And when I add them to my posts, such as this one I just did the other day. There's a video I posted the other day. I'm going to find one. There we go. So here's one of the images I posted. And you can see it lines up in my photos here. Not too sure if that's what I'm going to click on it. So I can pin this and create a pin that I can hold here and say pin it. And what I've done is just added some basic text, my referral link to TSU, and some hashtags. And if anybody is looking for quotes from Morhe Waishaba and they happen to come across my link, they might think to join the social site for free and understand that I can contact them and tell them how to do the same thing. All I'm doing is posting images, pinning them, adding my referral link, getting other people to share in the experience, and randomly get traffic that way. So that's something you could do for free on your own time. It really doesn't take all that much thought or effort, but you do have to sort of go through the steps where you're creating, you add your picture, choose from your pictures. You got to think about the hashtags, and if you want to put in any affiliate links, you know, and you try to want to come up with same thing, work on your headlines, work on your titles, try to keep your text in line with the advertisement that you're wanting people to read to get them to understand what it is and why they should look at it. All right, and again, we're coming up to here where sort of in the giving value and choosing the correct audience. And choosing the correct audience can tell you what to say. If you want to go more in the sympathy for the animal lovers, using words that bring up that emotion, you know, like, you know, tied to a stake behind a house, almost dead. Giving that empathy of feeling that this dog was once near death, you know, so somebody who has an emotional feeling towards that is going to want to take a better look to go, oh, that poor dog. You know, and there's a lot of dog and cat lovers out there, which I think is why all those cat videos do so well, you know, because there's a lot of people that have that empathy for the animals. And let me get back on screen here. All right, so that is a simple way you can use Pinterest to get free social exchange. Somebody searches in Google or Yahoo or Bing, any of those type things. If you post videos, anybody that's searching for these types of things can come across your post. If you have a link in there, they might choose to click on it. And that's that free long-term type traffic. All right. And still waiting for somebody to join us here, but I'll go on to paid traffic and talk a little bit about that as well. And my daughter wants to talk to me for a second, so one moment, please.
I was saying if you could drive us there.
You're gonna have to come on.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was saying.
Now you're gonna want to hang up there. So I don't want to just sit there in my car waiting for me.
You don't have to, you could drive back and then
No. If you can go by there by yourself, with me not being there, that would mean you could just hop on the bus and go by yourself. Does that make sense? A chaperone is somebody that goes with you to make sure that if there's an emergency, that they're there to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would want to stay at the mall waiting for you guys to be done. So I was just asking, how long do you think? A half hour, hour? What are you doing? Are you just killing time? Are you guys actually looking for stuff? if I do this, I'll say, you know, like a half hour, 45-minute limit because I'm going to be bored. I gotta have to find something to do.
Okay.
Right? So I don't mind driving as long as there's a time limit and everybody's okay with that.
I might come down one more time, but probably not anymore.
All right, I am back. All right, I'm going to stop the screen share for a moment. And we're so I had people that have said to join, and he said they wanted to understand more about getting his site. Just trying to jump into activity. I don't mind sharing this free information because they can, as well afterwards. This all gets posted. However, it's all saved on. Oh, is that too bright? What was that? You're talking advertising. There's different types. There's paid advertising. There's free advertising. Now, some would paid advertising, sort of like or banner on a run of websites, which we're moment, which is our next topic. Also, email advertising, which is a fantastic way of doing stuff. You get a lot of results from email. So somebody that gets them, you can watch a video and walk away because it's something that's moved. Of course, tells you to do something and tells you to go somewhere, like in a URL or click onto something that can, you know, it's odds of flow through traffic. But again, it's all right there. You can go through and click on a link immediately. That is an important thing how to do. And try to give them a couple more minutes to see their minds. And something on the board here. In the classroom setting. Like I'm gonna have to write pretty big. uh, of advertising. Well,
Um, bus to there. Take this up half.
Mm-hmm.
And be And yeah, and they could.
That's fine.
So just
I will be done with the will be done.
Yeah.
If nobody joins, for 15 minutes, and that will be a first class that take the information, watch it afterward. So yeah.
Okay.
Kids, they're wonderful. Well, back to what we're talking about is advertising, and you have to have that wants to spend. I mean, there has to be something, a process, whatever it is, give for it. All right. I mean, that's pretty basic. Well, that's obvious. But if we don't keep this basic idea, the money has to come somewhere, and the person wants something. It's our job now to find out what do. Right. So having a product or having a service or having we people doesn't necessarily equal a whole bunch of other people wanting it. So yeah, match your product to an audience that wants. Don't offer dog houses to, somebody who's got a boat. Probably going to with the boat house, you know, and matching of your. That was pretty. All right. There's something we can talk about. Is own you're trying to service that you're. Do you do graphics? Are you videos? Are you on a site? You know, and you gear your advertising towards your personal. Are you a person who wants to, the product or his way, and you're going to gear on that. If you're just trying to sell something, the promotional material, the headlines, the banners, what you're going to use, something that's personal to you, not necessarily on it, but as your advertising that nobody else that's that person. And it's not to stand you out or to branding. Time people get to get the color style. If you have a character like Ronald McDonald, those type of things, Pep Boys, and those will understand because they know the brand. And when you're just a single salesperson, if you don't want to brand necessarily own advertisements, is to set your from how this really. If you are the business owner, you own the product, or all of the advertising business is going to be because it's your business, right? So you're going to want to choose whatever advertisement set for your business clients into you. Whereas if I'm a salesperson, choose to create their own unique, different advertisements, it's going to help. All right. Now, getting my own spending is directed through my setup promotion, which It's not necessarily branding. It's sort of from the regular, and through the money that you're talking product to, that's how, right? The benefit by using. If you are the factory stock advertisement, any company, and I'm going to choose. That's something a lot of people do. To me going to a buying a cake, walking out onto the and saying, Coke, buy. The only way you're going to get benefit is when somebody makes a purchase. I will buy that you. I'm not using anything standing there to buy a Coke. Now, to buy a whole bunch of Coke, advertise. If I only put logo by Coke, the advertisement doesn't direct towards me. And if I buy Coke through Pierce at 2nd Street, people would know to come down the street to buy. Now, when somebody advertises just like the business cola, I want people to buy that product, whoever is, because they're going to. Now, is benefit if somebody was just their logo products and their brand, the product, all the gets all the gets all the recognition, gets all random sales tracked through anybody. If you're like promoting, if you're spending your money on a person's product, the only benefit is when you make it. If you're that, you have consistent traffic flow, and you're the best when you make a sale. If you spend a certain amount of money, you're going to make a certain amount of sales because that's the only way you're going to make profit. Advertising, all the, of course, it's building a personal brand. It's people's of your or product, whatever. So the basic idea behind this screen share is customized sales pages and lead through funnels. That's what we're talking about now, is to use your own stuff, because that's going to give you the best value for the amount of money you're spending and the amount of time that you're spending on all of this. You want to give a value so it captures that person's unique interest, so they go through you, through your specific sales funnel. One of the tricks is to get people in on something small, and once they get into the small thing, they get that activity rolling, and it helps them to buy the big thing. And work on diversifying for a diverse crowd, meaning that everybody has different sales triggers. Some people want bonuses, some people just want a good price, some people just want to be treated well. So you have to sort of gear your sales funnel to capture each of these individuals to try to get more sales out of your advertising. And of course, choosing the correct audience, which was the same thing as don't sell dog houses to boat owners. You know, don't sell golf clubs to, housewives. Some are, the housewives don't play golf, but meaning the stereotype idea that, you know, they're probably not looking for golf clubs, you know. So when you find the right audience and you send that audience what they want, the chances of you making a sale are a lot better. You know, and then through that, you're learning how to optimize your ads so you get the better results. And these are all sort of tied together. All right. So optimizing can happen in all of these. So you make better flow through, better traffic, better retention. And the last is to learn from your past results to help get that better advertising the next time you advertise. You always want to be updating, upgrading, making new, rotating your ads, rotating your services, being consistent. Like just always having your ads out there to make consistent sales. All right. I didn't show you what I wanted to show you, but the next one. And in our last topic, I want to talk about some basic banner advertising, some simple ideas as to where can I advertise, how can I advertise to get the best exposure. Now, AdHits is a advertising service which allows people who want to advertise stuff to come in and spend money and get that traffic. And it also allows publishers who have websites or means to send your traffic the ability to sell it to you. So let's take a quick look at the advertise. This is if you have money and you want to spend it to try to get some, you know, activity, get some flow through to get to your sales page. We could look at some site specific and some network targeted, meaning that, again, if you want to target your audience, golf clubs to golf players, you know, that's where that network comes in. If you have something that falls in a generalized audience, that would be more into site specific. So let's take a look at the site specific. Oh, it logged me out, that's why. Username. Which one is this one? All right, let's get logged back in here. Let's hope I get, there we go. All right, so we're back at this place. We're going to look at advertisers. We're going to look at some site-specific advertising. Oh, come on. Oh, that's right. It wants me to add a website. I had one, but it kicked it out. All right. Anyways, let's just go take a quick look here. All right. So basically, if you advertise, you're spending a bit of money, you're going to get some basic information to let you know that, you know, did anybody click on your ads? Were your ads actually shown where they should have been? Okay, here we go. Sort of the interesting part is they have 20,000 publisher websites. So this is how they advertise, is they have a group of publishers who have websites that run advertisements on them, and they sell their traffic to AdHits customers. They can do that on a cost per click, or they can do it on a dollar per time period, or a couple of different ways. And it'd be nice if they just show you some of the, there we go. So here's an idea to show you that at TripAdvisor, they got a daily unique visitors of 360,000 and they want 20 bucks. And if you want more information to say, I'm interested in advertising on them, You go in and you decide, what do I want to advertise? It's going to cost me that much. And you place your ad, and they decide if they accept or not. So that would be a simple way of you spending money, choosing a place to advertise. All right. So here's that targeting of the campaign. Like if you have a specific region that you want, this would be if you have a product that only sells in a specific country or a specific province or a specific part of the world. You can choose largely. And it's pretty basic on what they allow. So North America would be Canada, United States. Europe would be Britain, Ireland, Scotland, and surrounding areas. South America, down in Brazil, Mexico. Yeah, South America. And then you would set your budget on how much to spend. Okay. So this is a way that you can choose a resource, have a budget that you want to spend, say 50, 100, $500 a month. Choose the type of ad that you want to send, make sure that you have it the right place, and then you get your advertising. Let's see if I got any old stats. All right, so this would be a stats page where you can see any ads that you have sent, what kind of conditions they got. So you could decide, do I want to buy more ads? Did I get a good result? Did my advertisements work? Do I need to change anything? All right, now as a publisher, if you own a website, you can sell advertisements on your website. All right, so let's see what happens here. There we go. So yeah, you would add your website, basic information about what you want people to know. So when you're filling this out, it would be, if you want to advertise on my site, these are the things that my website is most popular for and where all the traffic comes from. So you're going to get people who want to advertise on your site because that's the topic, that's the niche, that's the information that they want to get to people in that audience. All right, so that would be a general idea of how to buy advertisements, from banner advertisements to selling your own advertisements on your own pages. All right, so when advertising, again, all about, it's about what you're advertising to your, and that you're able to track which advertisements are best for you. That's a complete topic about tracking your ads, which we will on a follow-up video here. But as far as generalized advertising, we looked at the ideas of customizing having your personal customized sales pages and having all of that. Give value to the viewer. That's the reason they want to look at your ad. They want to go do something about your ad. We see thousands of ads all the time, but it's the ones that compel us to look more and grab us for whatever reason, and that's that value. All right, so This is also a little bit more directed towards email advertising, but it's generalized in all advertising. You know, you want to have your own stuff. You want to have a good value. You want there's a technique of advertising to earn a little bit of money on small sales to keep you going, and this also leads the person into a larger spend on the back end. And this is more productive, more profitable in like many respects for a lot of people doing it on a low budget as well, because you do get some little bit of money to work with. And then it's just simply learning and working on how to manage and monetize your sales funnel, your follow-up, how to get your audience into the proper ads, how to get those in front of the audience, and then learning and adjusting and testing and repeating back at the number one. When you have a new month comes up, adjust your pages, adjust your value, give something different. You know, last month somebody took something for free but they didn't take the sale. This month they take something for free but do make a sale. Okay, so adjust your things, give value, change it up, and over time you're going to see the results of consistent and positive promotion. Again, the people that said they want to learn about some advertising specifics on his, but what are you going to do? So I do hope you have information. Again, watch back, push rewind, stop, take notes. Give me a contact, give me a call. I'm on Skype. If you like, I hang out on Google Plus. Shout out on Google Plus. Well, thank you for joining me and watching. I hope it was helpful. If specific information, any topic that we talked about, because there is at one time, contact me and I'll to get back to you with a positive answer. All right. And you guys have yourself a fantastic day.